Welcome back to another video of this series. If you haven't watched my previous video, you could go and watch the previous video because in the previous video we have set up our project and we have set up our basics structure of the classes and the first program of this series. So now let us quickly jump in and create our method. But before that, let us see what we are going to do. As you can see that we are going to map the values, but let us see what are we going to achieve in this video. So we could see that we have our policy JSON which can be coming from anywhere. The source can be anywhere, Elasticsearch or Kafka or anywhere, or we could store this information in DB. No issues. We need to manipulate it. So now we are going to map the values. You could use any value, policy ID, policy type, premium amount, and so on. Because policyholder is a complex object, we are going to cover this in our upcoming series videos. But as of now, we are going to use policy type to map the values. So now let us write a method. This method will return nothing, and then we are just going to list of a string. Okay, and then map policy type, and then we are going to call our method policy dot stream, and then we are going to call our map, and then we are going to insurance policy method reference get policy type. Now we are going to collect it in our list. Okay, so now we are going to call our method, and then we are going to loop it system.out method reference println. Okay, so this is going to print this unless until we need to map this in our controller. So let's quickly map it in our controller and just restart our server and come back in here, just clear the logs and then fire the controller. As you can see that we have our health, life, auto, health and travel all are printed in our logs because we have printed in our logs. We could store anywhere or we could send to anyone. So now you can come to back to our JSON. You could see we have health, life, auto and health again, and then we have travel. Now there is a task for you. What you could do is, as you could see that we have a duplicate record, means we have a duplicate record, but as per the JSON we do have a two entries because this health is part of policy ID 01 and the another health is part of policy ID 04. So technically it is not duplicate. The whole this object is a unique object, a unique data set, but if you see this it's a duplicate. So but there can be a requirement that they don't want duplicate element. So now pause the video and try to achieve it by yourself, that how you could remove the duplicate element from the list which you can see from here. Okay, I guess you could have paused the video and you have tried by yourself. Now let us do by ourselves. So now it's quite simple. What we could do is, if you know all the collections of Java, we have list, we have set, we have map, and the basics of list. The difference between list and set is that list allow duplicate elements whereas set don't allow duplicate element. So we just need to do a simple tweak here. We could change to set and then we could change this to set, and then you could see the magic by yourself. Why? Okay, I need to import it. Okay, now we will rerun our application and then simply fire the service, fire the endpoint. Voila, as you can see that now health is only printed once. Now you could see with a simple change you could, in an interview this question they usually ask to a new beginners that how can you achieve it, how can you remove duplicate from a complicated object. They give you JSON, then they want you to read the value from JSON, and then anyhow I hope by so far you understand what I'm trying to tell you here. Now let us roll back to list because you understand what I'm trying to explain here. Okay, so now rerun our application and see. Okay, so yeah, we have held 2 times. Please subscribe to my channel. This will motivate me. Thank you.